Hello everybody, this is Sebastian Furtado and welcome. I'm a bit late this week, but I'm here. I mean from last week, yeah, so I'm quite a bit late. But today, as you can see, and you could probably read from the description of the video, I've decided to talk about number 19 from Chanel. As you can see, I have 3 different versions of it. I have the Parfum. This was a tester gifted to me by a dear friend. Which is a great size because I don't really think they come in this size, at least not anymore if they did once. Yeah, this is 35 mil. I believe they come in 15 mil or 20. I'm pretty sure it's 15. And smaller. This is the Eau de Parfum, and this is the Poudre. Poudré, not Poudre, Poudré. Yes, so I will do a quick comparison with them and explain a little bit how I feel about it and what I think of it. I believe this perfume, the very first time it came out was in the 70s or 80s. Let me just double check here. Chanel de Parfum. Yes, it was from 1970. She was 87 at the time. And the perfumer behind it is Olivier Poge. Well, he's behind pretty much all of her classics. What is it, Olivier? I think so. Let me just make sure. Jacques Poge. Olivier is his son. Yes, that is correct. Jacques Poge. I know it was making some confusion with the names. So Jacques Poge. But the Poudré, I believe, came out in 2000. I'm just going to have them checking. No, this is here. The Poudré came out in 2011. Apparently, the Parfum also came out in the 70s, 1970, same time as the Eau de Parfum. Let me start with the Eau de Parfum. It's a beautiful green color, which goes perfectly with the identity of the perfume, I believe. This is the Eau de Parfum. It's beautifully green, like it's very, very green. I believe this is a Chypre. It has very, very much the qualities of a Chypre. But it's not heavy, you know, like Mitsuko as example. I like to compare most of the Chypres to Mitsuko. Is it a Chypre? I believe it is a Chypre. Yes. It's very green. It's cold in the sense of, I get the feeling of medicinal, you know, something medicinal about it. I don't know if there's oak moss in here. I do get a hint of it. Apparently there's no oak moss, but I do get something. Could be the vetiver. Smoky kind of vetiver. Yes, actually that's it. It's definitely not oak moss. It's a smoky vetiver, which makes me think of sycamore a little bit. Not the same, but the vetiver it goes into that, you know, that side of sycamore, the cold but smoky. You know, it's like, I don't know how that makes sense, but it's like a cold smoke. Or a smoked vetiver gone cold. Yeah. The flowers are here. I get iris and a tiny little hint of jasmine, but it's not something that it's very predominant. I know. It's so beautiful. Now I'm going to compare with the Poudré. As you can see, the color of the Poudré is slightly lighter than the Eau de Parfum in the Parfum. Oh yes, you know, it makes real justice to its name to be called Poudré, because it is exactly what you would expect the classic 19 Eau de Parfum to smell, with more powder on top. So it's definitely muskier. It has more hints of musk. It is more delicate than the Eau de Parfum, but still has that classic presence of the classic 19. Something I actually get a lot more of the jasmine in here, but the jasmine that I get in here, it's a jasmine tea. Perhaps because it's so beautifully blended with all the greenness of it, that I get the jasmine tea vibe from it. You know those balls, you know, those tea balls that you like, jasmine pearl, that you like, it's jasmine tea, you know, literally that's what I smell here. Interesting enough, because I didn't really get much of this before, but now I'm getting a lot of it. Once again, cold, because it's yes, it's so gorgeous. While this is the Poudré, it's softer, it's muskier, it's a lot more powdery. It has a more delicate side to it because of these qualities, while the classic 19 Eau de Parfum has more of a soapy vibe to it. You know, it has that beautiful green aldehyde soapy to it. Imagine kind of like, you know, number 5 super green, you know, with the, I guess that's how I like seeing it. And now the Parfum, the extrait. Yeah, this one, it's just like, I find that the extract to be like the Eau de Parfum. A lot, almost like I can almost taste it. With it's very much in the line of the Eau de Parfum, but a lot stronger. It's deeper. It's a lot deeper too. This is one of my favorite extracts of the classic line of 19. I mean, of the classics from Chanel, meaning number 5, you know, Coco. But like, I haven't really smelled the extract of Coco for a long time. I have to get my hands on that actually, because it's stunning. But yeah, oh yeah, it's so much deeper than Eau de Parfum and the Poudré. The Poudré is almost sweet now when, you know, smelling in comparison with the two. Yeah, because of all the extra musk and powderiness, and it kind of becomes a lot sweeter when compared to the other two. The Parfum, the extrait, it's so much deeper and slightly sweeter actually too, but in the sense of a dark sweetness. It's not, I would say this is more towards a syrupy, not syrupy, but dark, nutty tonka being in here that gives this extra sweetness that I don't get a whole lot in the Eau de Parfum. There is a hint of sweetness in here, but it's more detectable in the Parfum. And the vetiver, it's just much grander, and it's a lot smokier too. and a bit darker too. I guess it's because it is smoky, it will become darker too. Which one is my favorite? I don't have one. I really don't have a favorite because is it redundant to have all three of them? To me, no, it's not, because each one of them offers a different thing, a different take on the same perfume. And yes, you can 100% relate them. You can tell that they're all 19. The Poudré, it's so like a lot more irisy, it's more powdery, it's more delicate. It's almost like the grandchild of the a more modern take, I would say, just like they did with the number 5 with L'eau and Au Première. I guess the Poudré is it's the attempt to introduce 19 to a younger crowd, and fantastic job, because this is delicious. It's so enveloping. It's like cashmere, like a cashmere robe, and you just envelop yourself envelop yourself with it, and it's just so comforting, so deliciously soft and beautiful. While the Eau de Parfum, it's more regal, it's more classic. It's more like the classic Chanel tweed jacket, and it's still very soft and very elegant and very beautiful, but it has more of a bone, to it. And the Parfum, it's just, it's not corseted, because Chanel didn't like corsets, but it's just gold. I imagine gold, a lot of gold, and gorgeous. Yeah, the extract is literally the Parfum, the steroids, and it's much. It's just amazing. So I really, really love all three, because they are very much perfect for different occasions, different vibes, different feelings, while being the same thing in a way. So this is pretty much it. I don't think I have a whole lot to talk about it. I love it. I love all three. This, when she gave it to me, was actually brand new. It was here. I've worn all of this, but this is a 35 ml, so you can see more of a dent on this than the other two. This is actually the second bottle of the Eau de Parfum. My husband wears this a lot too, so him and I, we already finished one 19 Eau de Parfum, but the first one was 50 ml, and we got a second one being 100 ml, and the Poudré is just okay right now in this moment, because I'm seeing a lot of snow outside and it's fluffy. I just want to put this one on just because it's inviting me. Oh my god. This is so beautiful. So yes, thank you so much for your attention, for spending time with me. I really appreciate it. And if you can't get your nose on them, they're pretty easily accessible, I think. Here in Canada, Renfrew carries it, the Bay carries it, Shoppers Drug Mart, plenty of their locations carry it. Sephora doesn't carry Chanel, I believe, but they're not that hard to access. And I mentioned these 3 places because they are authorized resellers of Chanel. So I trust. I do not buy Chanel from anywhere that's not an authorized reseller. This was a gift, and I know it came from a trustworthy source. But yes, I like buying Chanel actually directly from Chanel, and because Chanel sells online in Canada too. So, but yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate spending time with me, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, day, evening, night, wherever you are, and the world needs more beauty lovers. Bye.